This game hurts for the simple fact that Oklahoma State's a good football team. They're not that good, though. Spencer Sanders is eh, I guess is the word to describe him is eh. Oklahoma, I'm angry this week. I was not angry versus Oklahoma. For the simple fact, Oklahoma outplayed you in the second half. You beat yourselves in this game. Arkansas manhandled you. Fine with that. I'd way rather be manhandled and know they whooped our ass, they were the better team that day than this. This was the simple fact of you couldn't get out of your own way. You could tell right away after the first drive and the scripted plays were gone, this team was sleepwalking through this game, completely sleepwalking, and that is on the coaches. I know it's hard coming off the Oklahoma game. It's a draining game, rivalry. Oklahoma State off a bye week. I don't give a crap. You're a better football team than them. My eyes tell me that from watching this game. I still think we're the better football team. And we were sleepwalking. We lost by a touchdown. It's like, get out of your own way. At some point, this program has to get out of its own way. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe the rest of my life, this program is just going to get it in its own way, mess up, make these stupid little mistakes. By the way, PK, what are you doing, man? They're trying to run the ball. Like Joel Clout pointed out, you're playing two high man safety with them trying to run the ball. That has nothing to do with your players. I'm okay with blaming the players when you're putting them in the right position and they're just not making a play. You're not putting them in the right position. That's not the right position. Like, that's what head coaches do, and that's what position coaches do, and that's what defensive coordinators do. That's what offensive line coaches do. They're supposed to put the best people out there and then put them in the positions that they need to be in so their strengths show through and hide their weaknesses. He's not doing that at all on defense. The defense didn't play bad today, but I think he's bad. I don't think he's going to be good here. I think we'll probably fire him in 2 years. That would be Steve Sarkisian's first fire. The scheme makes no sense to me. You're playing Spencer Sanders. He literally, the only throws he was making all day was a little comeback route, 10-yard comeback, 10, 12-yard comebacks to Tay Martin. That's literally all he could do. He's not a good quarterback. He has the talent, and one of these days he's going to go nuclear on someone because he has talent, but he hasn't shown the talent. So that really frustrated me. And then Steve Sarkisian, dude. Like, this isn't Alabama. You just can't be like, I got Bijan Robinson back there. I'm going to hand it off to him on zone sweeps the whole day and zones type running schemes the whole day. And we're just so good up front. We're just going to dominate. Listen, I think Najee Harris and Bijan are very comparable. I think they're very good next level running backs. Obviously, Najee Harris has showed that behind a bad Steelers offensive line, but he's struggling in the NFL because of his offensive line. Bijan in the second half, teams are especially realizing, okay, the offense runs through him, stop him. And they stop him, and then we have nowhere else to go. And you just can't keep running the same play with this offensive line. Again, this isn't Alabama. We don't have Evan Neal on the left side. We don't have Jonah Williams types guys. This isn't Alabama. So he has to adjust. And for God's sakes, you got Keelan Robinson involved the first drive. What the hell happened to him? Just disappears, never seen again. Like, some of this stuff, man, is just mind-boggling, and it doesn't make sense because he does it some weeks, and then other weeks he doesn't. Like Oklahoma last week, that was one of the best game plans I've ever seen. The only problem with that is our defense fell apart in the second half, which it tends to do. And like I said, I think we know the culprit. It's the guy up in the booth, PK, man. What are you doing? I do like he played more four-man front, so I respect him for that. And we, for the most part, bottled up the run, other than the fourth quarter. And so to me, maybe our team's out of shape. Maybe we don't have the depth we need, but the four-man front needs to stay because it did at least stop the run for the first three quarters. And you need to get better play calling, man. Like too high safety every freaking play versus no matter who you play at quarterback. I'm fine with playing too high safety for someone like Caleb Williams or someone talented at quarterback, but Spencer Sanders, come on, man. Like, it's frustrating. It really is. And we had a chance to put this game away. We're up 17-3 driving late in the second quarter. If we kick a field goal there 20-3, I fully believe we win this football game. But guess what we do? We throw a pick six, the worst possible outcome. We don't even get any points, and they score on that drive. So that put them right back in the game, and I got nervous, right? As soon as that happened and the score was 17-13 I was like, we're sleepwalking. We're up 4, but if we sleepwalk through the second half, the gap is too close, and they're going to win this game. And they won the game. Congratulations to them. They did what they needed to do. And it was, I mean, watching the game was just funny because you watch this team and you wouldn't think it's Oklahoma State. For God's sakes, Mike Gundy's running on 3rd and long 3 times in this game. 3 times, like 3rd and 10 plus or 3rd and 7 plus, and he's running 3 times. He doesn't even trust Spencer Sanders, but you believe in him more than their head coach does because you're playing too high safety the whole game. Like, what the hell are we doing?